This is Zohran Mamdani, the first Muslim mayor in the history of New York, the largest city in the US. He is celebrating his victory with his family to the soundtrack of a famous Indian film. Mamdani, a 34-year-old Democratic Socialist and Assembly member elected from Queens, quickly transformed from a virtually unknown politician to a figure of national attention after announcing his candidacy for mayor of New York City. His bold, left-leaning platform energized progressive voters, shook the Democratic Party, and drew harsh criticism from President Donald Trump and other Republicans. Unlike his experienced rivals, Mamdani's youth, fresh perspective, and progressive political platform inspired and won the trust of a new generation of voters. Mamdani was born in Uganda. He moved to New York with his family at the age of 7. He graduated from a Bronx high school and later studied African studies at Bowdoin College. At university, he co-founded a campus chapter of the student association Students for Justice in Palestine. This progressive politician representing a new generation has always remained true to his roots. Mamdani openly displayed his Muslim faith during the campaign. He regularly visited mosques and released a campaign video in Urdu addressing the city's cost of living crisis. Mamdani's father is Columbia University professor Mahmood Mamdani, and his mother is the famous filmmaker Meera Nair. Both are Harvard University graduates. One of the important people in Zohran's life is his 27-year-old spouse, Rima Duwaji, a Syrian artist based in Brooklyn. They met through a dating app. Before entering politics, Mamdani was active in the music industry, but he temporarily paused this activity after being elected to the New York State Assembly from Queens County in 2020. However, he listed himself as a self-employed rapper on his official financial disclosures. Mamdani still earns small royalties from songs he performed under the stage names Young Cardamom and Mr. Cardamom.
Mamdani worked as a housing counselor in Queens, helping low-income residents keep their homes through paperwork and court proceedings. Like his rivals, Mamdani also focused seriously on issues of increasing city safety and lowering the cost of living. But the measures he proposed to achieve these goals could be a new and radical direction for New York City. Mamdani's rise to prominence was linked to his program's focus on the issue of prices. This issue was one of the most pressing problems that Democrats struggled to address during last year's presidential election. According to his campaign website, Mamdani promised the following key initiatives: freezing rent prices, eliminating fares on New York City buses, making child care services completely free for children from 6 weeks to 5 years old, while also increasing the salaries of workers in the sector, creating a network of city-owned grocery stores, thereby lowering prices for customers. So how will he fund all of this? Mamdani said he would increase the corporate tax rate to 11.5%, which would bring in $5 billion in revenue. He also proposed levying a 2% tax on the wealthiest New Yorkers earning more than $1 million a year. The new leader of a city with an $115 billion budget and a population of over 8 million will also have a place on the international stage. Mamdani has surpassed most of the Democratic Party leadership in his strong support for Palestine and sharp criticism of Israel. As an assembly member, he promoted a bill to revoke the tax-exempt status of certain New York charities linked to Israeli settlements that violate international human rights laws. Mamdani has stated that Israel committed genocide in Gaza, that the state is based on an apartheid system, and that Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu should be arrested. Israel strongly denies the accusations of genocide and apartheid. Thus, Zohran Mamdani, who is of Indian origin, became the first Muslim mayor in New York's history, starting a new chapter